Idea Man.
Last year, obviously Xavier McKinney in his first year with the Green Bay Packers, Erik said 10 picks. And that got you guys an invite back to the Wildy and Tausch Boldathon.
Innovator.
Boldest of bold, I'll say Micah Parsons will reach 20 sacks this year.
Whoa!
20.
Let's go, hey.
And Packers Hall of Famer.
I think the number in Las Vegas and places of that ilk have him at 12.5.
It's time for Tausch on Wisconsin's Morning News. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and Kohler Services.
Weather earlier was brought to you by Dave Drake Camp Heating, where your comfort is their family's tradition. And we got Mark Tauscher on Wisconsin's Morning News, sponsored by Kohler Services and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Morning, Tausch.
Good morning, boys. How are we today?
Hey, just a quick aside. We noted there in the open that you said Erik's bold pick in the Boldathon last year got us an invite back. Was there a was there a chance we weren't going to be invited back, or?
Yeah. What,
okay.
You must not have seen. So our producer, you guys have a fantastic producer. We love Pancake. Yeah. But Jesse Nelson, our producer at Wildy and Tausch, he took a lot of shrapnel from a lot of our teammates. Because basically last year because we have, not to toot our own horn, but we had some national people come on and do some stuff, and ESPN Chicago. And if you have a good, bold prediction the year before, you're invited back. It's like the Masters. Yeah, you finish top 10, you get invited back. There were some people with some hurt feelings and very mad at Jesse for not getting invited back. And right now, Vinny, it's looking like you might get snubbed next year. Now, it's only one game.
No.
It's only one game.
Bold predictions that turn out terrible really should get you invited back for sure.
Actually, hey, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But Bilstad back on and see what he says.
But Bilstad's big, bold prediction that was so good for so long, you guys, by proxy, and the fact that you guys are partners, allowed everyone to come back.
Nice.
So, yes, that is it's a very exclusive invite, Vince.
All right, good. Well, we are honored. Thank you.
Vince posed a very fascinating question earlier today. Wasn't sure who to root for last night. he was struggling with
Vikings and Bears. And, when you get later in the season, Tausch, right, and one of those two is emerging, then you root for the one, you root against the one that can hurt you or whatever. But it's week one, didn't know.
I think Vikings are more of a threat long term.
I would say this. I think everyone, the Bears, normally I would agree with you. And obviously, as the season progresses, Minnesota had a really good season last year. I still think that they're going to struggle. I think J.J. McCarthy tipped the cap, played a great fourth quarter. It played a very pedestrian, as the nicest way to put it, 3 quarters. I think Minnesota is going to really struggle offensively, and I think there's going to be a lot of turmoil there. But that defense with Brian Flores, I think, will hold up. But the fact that the Bears, and I always, if I'm always picking, it's always Vikings to me just because I don't like the Vikings. I don't like the Bears, but I like them more than I like Minnesota. And I know that is controversial in Wisconsin. It depends which section of the state you kind of live. But the Chicago Bears talked a lot of smack again, and they beat us at the end of the year, and everything's great. They got the hotshot coach. So even though it's always Minnesota, I felt like because it was a home game, you kind of want to just knock the Bears out and suppress any thoughts that they had of maybe being a lot better this season. And it feels like they got dejected pretty good with that loss. So I would have picked the Bears last night.
It occurred to me, the 115th Fighter Wing out of Madison, Tausch, apparently sent a couple of F-35s for the pregame flyover. And there was a joke to be made there, but I didn't make it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
There was a joke to be made, but I didn't make it.
Do you want to make it now, or is this one of those you keep?
I don't. I just want to put it out there.
Okay. All right. Thought maybe you would, but that if you don't. Chicago, I think at some point they'll get better, but I think now that, are you guys having a hard time not overreacting to what we saw on Sunday? Because I am. I'm having a hard time because it was so good and it's so early, and you just know that we're going to get better and better. There will be hiccups, but I don't remember, and I asked Wildy this yesterday, do you ever remember feeling this good about a team after the first game of a season in the 30 years you've covered it defensively? And he didn't have an answer for me.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
either.
Do you go back to 2012 when we're coming off that Super Bowl win? That was the 15-1 season.
Yeah,
where we
but
kinda
even
rolled
then,
everybody.
Vince, the defense in 11 was not good.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't good. Now you don't have the MVP quarterback yet, but I don't think you've ever felt better about a defense probably since 96 is the last time I can think about it.
And that turned out to be a good year.
It
7:59.
did.
Thanks, Tausch, on Wisconsin's Morning
See you
News.
guys.